Hello, nebulizer-dependent nerds of the internet. I have a question for you. Were you bullied for liking anime? Back in the day, growing up, I was a fan of Dragon Ball Z, much like every single black person on the planet. To a lot of people, Dragon Ball Z was not anime. It was the coolest cartoon ever to exist. It was something that people just naturally grew up watching. It came on Tsunyami. It came on... I believe it was just Tsunyami. Is that where I first saw Dragon Ball Z? It's probably Tsunyami. I might have saw it on Maguzi as well. I don't know if you remember Maguzi. It was the time slot that showed Code Lyoko and Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. But I didn't watch Naruto, by the way. Naruto, to me, was anime. People were wearing Naruto headbands and Naruto running through the halls. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was a bully. I kind of beat those guys up, to be quite fair with you. I remember one time a guy got into a fight right in front of me and he said, I gotta do this for my friends. He did this, said, Ninja Art of Beast Mimicry, Fang over Fang, and then he got his jaw broken by somebody, and everybody made fun of him. I think about that a lot, because low-key, he was musty, he was agitating, he was very socially awkward, and I don't feel technically bad, to be quite honest with you. I think I'm supposed to feel bad as time goes on to show that I've grown as a person, but to be quite fair with you, no, that guy was very egotistical and wild and wacky. Maybe he had autism of some sort. I'm not quite sure, but I don't care that much about that person, to be quite honest with you. I don't really have much pity for him, to be quite honest. I think people want me to have pity. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna feign pity when I don't have it. That's absurd. Or people that will watch Bleach and quote Ichigo directly and say, Ban Kai Getsuga Tesho. Then they smack each other with sticks in the back of the school, which was pretty funny. I'll say that. I think that's the anime fan that people think of getting bullied. There's also a real specific genre of anime fan. Mostly the girls, they were really musty, and mustiness is just a common trait among Smash Bros. Players and people that watch this one specifically. Rosario plus Vampire, that was agitating. I hated every single second of that. Really good at art, by the way. If you read Rosario plus Vampire, there's like a 90% chance you're really good at art. At least if you're in my school, or were in my school. That's pretty much what happened back in the day. However, anime has entered the mainstream. It has entered the common day zeitgeist of bigger popular series. It is getting up there, getting tens of millions of dollars to get animation budgets, having big theatrical releases. We have so many big theatrical releases. The unnatural rise of Demon Slayer has eluded me for quite some time. I love Demon Slayer. I think it's a very simple and basic story. I think it's not complex at all. I think the animation is carrying the story really hard, and I think it's fun. A lot of people, this is a very good starter anime for people to get into, because it's not too much story, not too much plot, and you get to the action really quick. I think a lot of people enjoy action, hype moments, and aura, hence why I want to talk about the next one, Jujutsu Kaisen, which people say is fake deep. Which is fair. I do agree that it's fake deep. I think this entire anime is hype moments in aura. I think it is heavily carried by the animation that it portrays within it, and I think the manga is phenomenal and exceptional. And that's how I feel about Jujutsu Kaisen. I like it a lot, by the way. It's really cool. Yuta sweep all the day. All the day? I meant all the way. I really meant all the way. What you'll notice is that the people that used to bully a lot of anime fans are now wildly getting into anime. And you'll see a lot of new anime fans get wildly pissed at this. Often along the lines of, you used to bully me back in the day. You guys all used to bully me for liking anime. Why are you guys into it now? Well, that's because we didn't know how cool it was. Thank you, but we couldn't have known how cool it was because you were wildly lame. I'm not saying those people deserve to get bullied. I'm not saying they deserve to have the trauma of getting isolated from a friend group and not having the friends that would have also enjoyed Naruto, Bleach, even One Piece back in the day. I am saying that anime nowadays is seen as a much cooler alternative because back in the day, well, you needed social credit, and picking on nerds and stuff of that variety was the social credit. Same way I feel about video games. There was an incredibly large era where everybody made fun of anybody who played video games until they figured out you can make money and be popular and famous from playing video games, and video games became much more of a respected medium. That's just what happened. That's life. The pendulum swung back. Same way that back in the day, having a small butt was very popular. Oh, do I have a big butt? Let's make my butt look big. And it was very popular to be petite. It swung back. Now it's popular to get BBLs. The pendulum swifts all the time. That's how it works. It's always the opposite becoming more popular. That's how it works all the time. This has caused the most annoying of anime fans, the elitist. And I want to say this with the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my heart, with the bottom of my heart, Bottom of my chest, bottom of my tank. If you are somebody that critiques anime fans and say you're not a real anime fan because you haven't watched the hundreds of shoujo or isekai or whatever specific genre of shonen you want to get into, or maybe they haven't watched enough seinen, they haven't seen Vagabond and Vinland Saga, and they haven't seen The Ugly Yet Beautiful World and Gurren Lagann, they haven't seen all these amazing shows, they're not a real anime fan. I want to say this to you. You are hurting your medium. If you wish to fight fire with fire, do an eye for an eye, and make the whole world blind and bully other people who are not that into anime as you have every right to do so. I'm not going to tell you to not do it. If you want to get revenge in that capacity and not be graceful and make these new reformed bullies into better people, you can do that all day. That actively goes against the core tenets of all the anime you've watched. Sasuke was bad and evil and messed up Naruto and then became good, better throughout the series. Same with Vegeta. He was messed up. He was torturing people, destroying entire planets, and he became good through reformation. If you only believe in reformation for fictional characters and not the people in real life, then you are not a real anime fan to me. You are LARPing because you are not taking the core tenets of the shows you're watching. You're just enjoying the other surrounding aspects instead of the core message, which is reformation for most people. A lot of shows have this aspect of reformation. That is the core way how these shows go. With Bleach, a lot of the captains were evil at first in the Soul Society, and then they got reformed to become friends with Ichigo. With Naruto, basically all the villains become redeemed close to the end of the series. Same with Dragon Ball Z. Tien was a villain, Yamcha was a villain, Piccolo was a villain, Vegeta was a villain. Frieza, in some capacities, is becoming nicer to the crew overall. I don't even know how Frieza's getting slightly redeemed. Majin Buu is a literal main cast member. That's how it works. You redeem the villains. I think at a deeper core message is to show that everybody is capable of change and capable of growing as human beings and becoming more of their better formed self, as to not make people into a singular box. Is to show the nuance of human imagination and ingenuity, to show how people could possibly be and how they coalesce and deal with problems inside their lives. But that's not really what happens when you get a lot of this anime stuff. You get people that, well, you made fun of me back in the day and now I get to make fun of you. Great. It's not going to make your medium bigger. It's going to make me hate you more. That's all you're going to do. I've never seen anybody truly change through hate. I haven't seen it, at least in a positive way. I've seen them change through hate. Definitely change through hate. I've seen them get angry and mad and vitriolic and brutal about hate, but I've never seen anybody actively truly change for the better because of the hate they experience online. It doesn't happen. I do not know the specific situations of every anime fan back in the day that I didn't treat the nicest. I have no clue. I am going to apologize for the people that I specifically harmed back in the day. As a matter of fact, I have specifically apologized to, I believe, 90% of the people that I've harmed. A few of them are sadly no longer here with us, God rest their soul. But I have apologized to the people that I have effectively. I want to point this out, by the way. The way that was phrased may seem like I'm responsible for them not being here. I'm not responsible for them not being here. I just want to point that out. They had other situations going on in life that caused that situation. I just want to point that out. The people that I used to make fun of back in the day are now very close friends to me in real life. I'm very happy with them, and they give me great anime recommendations, and they don't belittle me for not knowing as much anime as they do because they know about the specific 1972 anime Astro Boy or whatever that was only released in America for 2 episodes and only got dubbed randomly, and they made me watch the Ghost Stories dub, which was really fun. I think anime is a very expressive medium. I hope one day that the avenue of animation gets to the same plateau as live animation, or live action. Live action. Live action is respected more as a medium simply by virtue of it includes real people and it involves real actors, and animation is still a little bit plateau. There's that barrier between the two things. It's the same reason why people are watching the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender and not the regular cartoon Avatar: The Last Airbender, because they still view it as a cartoon, something for kids. Same reason why you cannot convince your friend to watch One Piece, but they'll watch the One Piece live action. Same reason that you cannot convince your friends to watch a lot of shows. That's just how it works. But I just wanted to ramble a little bit about anime elitism and a little bit about my past, about the anime experience that I had and how it formed me into the anime fan that I am today. If you have different opinions, you're more than welcome to. If you think that I don't deserve love or hope or freedom or spirited or any type of reclamation, and you think I deserve to get bullied and made fun of because I did it back in the day, then you have that right to believe that, and I think you're incorrect, and we'll just agree to disagree, and I'm happy about that, and we don't need to go through this weird back and forth of you trying to put your worldview upon me and me putting my worldview upon you. Go make a YouTube channel, have your echo chamber, I'll have mine. To be fair, I don't really want an echo chamber. I actually do want you to disagree with me. I'd love to hear other experiences about this. That'd be great. Maybe we can watch that spell together. That'd be fun. Not many people watch Zatch Bell. Zatch is good. Very, very good show. Very good show. I love it a lot. IGPX, horrible show. Prince of Tennis, not that good. Not gonna lie to you. Cowboy Bebop, phenomenal. Phenomenal. Trigun, the new series is really good too. So yeah, have a lovely day or night wherever you're at. If you guys made it this far in the video, hopefully you liked, commented, and subscribed on the video. I would very much appreciate that. And if you didn't, well, maybe you want to give me $1 on Patreon. You get exclusive content over there where you guys get to experience me live reacting to a lot of shows. You also get access to the Patreon-only Discord. But if you don't want to support me that way, there's always a like, comment, and subscribing. With that being said, I hope you have a lovely day or night wherever you're at. And I'm out. Peace. Bye.
I'm your nigga night, be my lover. Happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. Ooh, I love the ride when you're free.